What is it? Dragons?
Elephants
No, let's
need
save that for
soldiers,
later.
guys.
Sounds like a really bad emo
Yep.
song.
We got a treasure chest full of tears, and it sunk my ship.
Don't blame it, Jack.
What is happening? I know what it does. He missed the biscuit, though.
Be nice to our listeners.
I'm cutting that out.
I was gonna say, if I ever start doing coke, I'm just gonna refer to myself as the powder mage, as a white male who enjoys rap music.
Edgy, man.
He likes to burn things, apparently. So I dunked my whole nugget.
Oh, shit. That's fucked up.
Alright, guys, everyone fall in. It's time for the War Council.
Nergalicious.
No, we're going right now.
Are we going now?
No, we're going now. Who's
You
going?
gonna tell your wife to fuck off again?
I didn't do that. I'd never do that.
Not even once.
I whispered it sweetly, actually, so
Hey,
it makes
everybody.
it okay.
Welcome to the feminist podcast of the year. Me too.
We believe in equal fuck-offs around here,
Equal
alright?
fuck-offs
Yeah.
in this
If she's
department.
gonna say it, I'm gonna say it, we're all gonna say it, and it'll be okay.
I changed my mind. There will be no feminism in this podcast.
Oh.
I know how that looks. Don't worry. Let's talk about video games instead. Everybody's
Okay.
favorite pastime. Here on the War Council with Jordan.
I didn't play anything this week.
That's me. Lyle's talking. He's here, and Jacob's here.
Hello, triumphant return.
Triumphant return of Jake and Bake. Lyle, let's just jump right into it. I know you've been itching to talk about all the stuff you've played.
Oh, I played so much.
So
So
much.
here's the thing. The last podcast we did, I think it was the day after that, my mic shit out on me.
Oh yes,
So I had to buy a new one.
and it
and-
sounds great.
I was real. Oh, does it? Good. I was real grouchy about it, and so I didn't play any video games for probably about 3 days until the new one came.
Makes sense.
And I watched movies instead.
When I get grumpy about my mic not working, I also just don't play anything. I just shut down. I just shut down
Well-
completely.
So the two games that I have been playing pretty much every day is Overwatch and World of Warcraft. And no one wants to play Overwatch or World of Warcraft without being able to talk to your friends, because I'm like, what's the point?
There's a text chat.
No,
That's like
I don't do that.
That's
Yeah,
like
we can
how
do
I
that while
do.
you're playing.
Have
You
you
can.
seen how I text or like how I write messages? Like I
No.
sound like I'm from a different country.
I've not. Also, that
Or I
makes it
look like it.
endearing.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they're
So-
like, oh, look at the little foreigner in our American game. Fuck
no
this guy.
idea. No idea what he's trying to say, but isn't it cute?
It's
Um,
English, I think, but
He's trying his best, and that's all that matters.
here I
I wish I
am,
heard that more often.
just trying my best.
Anyways, so I watched a couple of movies.
Cool.
68 Kill, I think it's called.
Okay, yeah, you were telling me about this one. This sounds pretty weird.
It was okay. It was okay.
Oh, okay, well, it's got a 3 out of 5. I feel like that's, as far as horror movies go, that I've
That's
never
pretty
heard of.
good.
That's
That's-
probably
yeah.
pretty good. Yeah.
Basically like a 10. So
And you were like,
Uh,
oh, these people are in it, and I was like, I have no idea who these people are.
but did you look at them? Like you would recognize them.
Yeah,
I think.
so the one guy from 500 Days of Summer is where I know him from.
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
No, like one of the friends, like the
Seth Rogen.
taller. No, he's not in that movie.
I don't know. I just assumed.
He's like one of the friends. Anyway, the girl, Anna Lynn, one word, McCord.
She was just in that
never-
babysitter.
I never saw that one. I didn't see it.
Oh, and
Also,
she
I
was
don't think she
in-
was. Looking at her IMDb page, it does not look like she was actually in that movie.
Oh, well, I'm really good about doing that where I'm like, oh, this is that person. And Val's like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, all right,
this
cool.
white woman is this other white woman.
Yeah. Boy, way
Well,
to
they all
fucking
look the
go.
same to me.
Way to go, Emma Stone. Good job. She was in the Transporter 2 as carjacking girl. So
Ooh.
popular.
What was that other? There was like a summer camp movie, right? Where it's like a horror movie.
She's done a lot of really bad stuff.
Was it that?
I don't.
Whoops.
No idea what that is actually.
So, anyways, regardless, the movie was okay. It kind of like there were moments where I was like, the pacing of this movie is fucking terrible. Like I was just waiting for something to happen, or it was like super predictable. So I was just like predicting every next thing that was going to happen, and then at the end, it gets kind of like you get everything all at once,
Yeah.
which was okay. I didn't mind that. And then the resolution felt good, so it was a good movie. I would give it a watch.
For a second there, I was like, the resolution felt good, like it was in high definition. Like,
Oh, those
I see-
pixels.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, just the way that it tied up is good.
Well, that's saying something.
Yeah.
A punk rock after hours about femininity, masculinity, and the theft of $68,000.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, I get the title now. 68K, 68,000, 68 kill. I get it.
Right. Anyways.
I didn't get that before.
Yeah.
You sound like you don't get it either. Hey, you know what else I just looked up?
Yeah.
Remember how
No?
there was supposed to be a Summer I Died movie? And
Yeah,
that
I
there
do.
still hasn't been.
Yeah.
The copy of the book I have says will soon be a motion picture or something.
Yeah.
It still hasn't happened.
Yeah, that sucks because
Anyway.
they had like some good people. Well, at least a good people picked out for it.
I don't even know what they had.
I
Rolling
can't
for
remember now, but
Yeah, no, it looks
anyways,
like nothing is happening. Anyway, what else did you watch?
Split.
Yay!
Finally, I made a promise to myself to not watch it when I had any sort of like possible spoilery things that might ruin the tone of the movie for me while I was watching it. And I heard a couple of people say like something that it wasn't even a big deal. It was just like, oh, now I'm so excited for something else. You know what I mean? Like things that I was like, oh, fuck, that's like fresh in my mind and I'm going to be thinking about what it could be or what it could mean the whole time. And that would ruin it for me.
Right.
But then I looked at the folder one day and went, oh shit, I was going to watch that. I forgot. And I didn't remember anything at all that anyone had said about it. So
by folder, of course, you mean the CD folder that zips up. I know what you're saying.
yeah, exactly.
I think we can go ahead and just say you're talking about like the sequel that's already that when you say put things into reference about like spoilery stuff, like the sequel kind of gives some stuff away, and that's what you're talking about, right?
the sequel?
Yeah. The next
what do you-
the next movie in this line. Is that not what you're talking
Oh,
about? when
I
you
didn't.
say
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, okay.
but I didn't even know that was a thing. So I see that this other movie's coming out, and I think back to the first movie, and I
Okay,
was
yes.
like, I didn't know that Split was a part of that at all. So
Right, okay.
it was like a huge surprise for me when that rolled out, and I liked the movie already by itself on its own, and then it reveals that. And I was like, oh, holy shit.
Uh-huh.
My life is complete. Everything is making sense now. Fucking, I could die today and it'd be okay. Not really. I got to wait until the other one comes out. But,
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say.
but god damn, it was
Dude,
so good.
How about that movie, man? How about James McAvoy fucking
Ooh-wee.
killing it?
Fucking genius, dude. I liked him before.
Yeah.
But now, like, that's my homie.
What was the one kid's name? Hedwig?
Hedwig.
Oh my god,
Sure.
man.
Well, I loved at the end when she called his name, and then they're all fighting for the light. And just watching the transitions happen like right there in front of you is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh god.
Fucking yeah. If you haven't seen Split out there in the internet verse, you have to.
Yeah.
That performance, all those, I mean, his especially, but like the doctor, the girls, like there was a lot of really cool, really, really good and like cool performances happening there.
Yeah.
And then we have to wait for a sequel.
Yeah,
also-
which I don't even know what it's like. Is it going to be? Because it's called Glass, so I assume that Samuel Jackson's in it.
Yes.
Does he team up with the Beast and is
Yes.
like fighting
That's my guess.
against Bruce Willis? Or
They're all in it. I know.
Yeah.
that. I've
Uh-huh.
seen that in the credits.
And it just finished. Did it finish production?
I don't know.
Recent or it started production recently. One of the two. Oh man, he's screened 12 minutes of footage as of January 29th.
Oh damn.
Fuck. Yeah, so okay, it started filming in October, so it's probably not done yet. But yes, the next movie in line is Glass.
Can't wait.
It does have a poster: Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, Sarah Paulson, Anya Taylor-Joy is back in it, the girl from Split, and fucking Sam Jackson.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that M. Night Shyamalan got his shit together.
Yeah, seriously.
His last couple movies have been fucking modern classics. But how does he follow up Hedwig with more Hedwig? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see more of that motherfucker.
Hedwig's dead, right? Like it's just the beast now.
I doubt
No.
it. I doubt that.
No, they
very
were
much.
talking at the end. Like, he's talking to himself in the mirror, and you hear, I think, 4 or 5 of them talking, and Hedwig's one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. He's got to
No.
assimilate with society somehow, right?
Yeah. So but the thing that kind of intrigues me, though, is they said that there's 24 of them. I think we only probably saw like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I want to say 8.
Tough to jam
8
like
maybe?
all of them in there, you know? But
Well,
that
yeah,
would've
but
been
like,
too
do they
much.
come back? Like, or do we get to see new ones next time?
I wonder,
Are there
yeah.
some dark and fucked up ones that we don't know about?
Right. I wonder. Because yeah, that would be like cool to reuse that same character but use new characters. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. You watch anything else? Anything
Kind of. So
half as good?
I watched some more. I watched Blade Runner again with Val. It didn't get any better for me. I don't like it. I like to look at it kind of. It's like I like the. I don't know. I like some things about it, but as a whole piece, it just isn't my thing.
That's a shame.
How'd you feel about the original Blade Runner?
Nah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense why.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
So you're dead inside. I get it. All right.
yeah, basically. Exactly.
Makes
I
sense.
watched The Devil's Tree, Rooted Evil. I don't know why I watched that.
Sounds like a classic.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Okay. Classic piece of shit.
Yep.
That's what I was about
And
to say
then-
before you cut me off.
What was the other thing? Oh, we watched Thor again. That was cool. That movie's great. And you still haven't seen it?
Nah.
Shit.
I'll get there.
It's so good.
I'm just not going to go break out the folder, you know? I just...
I'll send you the folder.
That's cool.
Oh.
I'll get there. I need to watch like 18 other movies before that.
I keep
let's just be
trying to
real.
watch Jigsaw, and then I go, I don't know if I've seen all the ones before it. I can't do it.
Oh man, we marathon that shit in October, and we still haven't seen Jigsaw because we're fucking terrible people.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it good? Well, you don't even know.
No, I'm sure that it's not good. Like I'll tell you up front, I'm sure
Jacob,
that it's
is it
no
good?
good.
I mean, watching people die is always fun, but I can't say that it's particularly well written or well acted.
You know, I've always said that about life.
on the level, Jacob, on the level of like how fucking crazy that story got over those movies.
Yeah.
Does it like make good on that aspect?
Well, I haven't seen all of it. I've watched 85% of it just walking in the theater to see what's going on when I'm at work and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I've probably only seen the first 3, maybe 4, and
Okay.
Jigsaw's like the 6th or the 7th, right?
Yeah,
So I've
probably 8th. I don't know exactly, but here it is.
I've definitely missed out on some key plot points. I'm using air quotes, plot points.
I think
Yes.
I've only seen the first 4.
This is the 8th movie.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm never gonna watch it. I swear. I'll keep saying that I'm gonna watch it, and then I won't.
You know what? I will try to watch it before the next show, and we'll see what happens. Because I like this movie. I like those movies a lot.
Val wants me to watch Pitch Perfect 3.
I'm
don't know
also
that I
getting
want
some
to.
pressure to watch Pitch Perfect 3, and I've never seen the other two.
I mean, I watched the other 2. The first one I thought it was kind of funny because it was like different, and then the second one came out, and I was like, oh, I didn't need any more of that. And now the third one's out, and I'm like, God, why? Why?
Just insert that thing I said last time. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be funny. Just like, how funny? Who knows? Who knows? Jacob,
Yes.
I know you've got a movie minute for us. It's going to last at least 10.
Yeah, probably.
Lay it on us.
So, I'll just start with what I watched most recently. Today I watched Veronica.
What's that?
It's a movie on Netflix. I saw a Facebook ad for it, and it was like, the Netflix horror movie so scary, people are turning it off halfway through.
I doubt that very much.
I basically read the article far enough for me to get the title of the movie, and then didn't want to read anymore because I, wanted to judge for myself. It was okay. It was by no means the scariest movie I've ever seen.
Was it?
Especially your standard demon possession.
I was gonna say, was it so bad that people were turning it off halfway through?
That's more than likely.
No, it wasn't awful. It had some cool shots in it. They did some stuff where, like, when she first gets possessed, she's screaming and her mouth is like open just slightly too far to make it like kind of weird. I like stuff where they don't go over the top. It's not like her jaw is unhinged and it's flapping wildly.
Yeah,
but it's like big enough to be weird. There was only one shot that I didn't like. There's like a reflection of the thing in the mirror or in the TV. She like bends down to pick up the remote and it's there, and then she sits up and it's she's covering it up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which I like, but then she got up and walked away and it was still there. Which with shots like that I like, where it's just for that split second where you have to think like, oh, did I actually see that, or was that a coat rack?
Like, what's the play here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's right. I think it's Portuguese, something like that.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say it looks like something, an international film festival thing. Does this woman have braces?
She does. Yes.
That's a
not
weird
a key
choice.
component to the story, but
that's a weird and off-putting thing, because like on the poster, I'm pretty sure this is the thing you're talking about. Her mouth is wide open, or maybe a little too far, and just fucking braces.
I assume that the actress has braces, and not that they chose for the character to have braces, so they gave them to her.
I guess, but like, adult braces are kind of rare, right?
No, she's like in high school. She's like 15 or supposed to be 15 or something like that.
Well, okay. Let's take a look.
Kids are allowed to have braces.
I guess so. It just seems weird. I don't know. Am I weird for being weirded out by that?
No.
This is like the only movie she's ever been in, so I can't find out if she actually has braces. I'm gonna find out.
Getting down to the important topics.
Why doesn't she smile?
Because she has braces.
None of these pictures she's smiling. Anyway,
maybe she's unhappy, dude.
I'm gonna go hit her up on Twitter and be like, "Yo,
are you unhappy?
Smile."
No, God, don't do
that's
that.
Definitely something you should, tell a woman on the internet.
She literally does.
Hey, baby, just smile.
Okay, close mouth, Camille Nanjiani smile. Right. I'm just saying, man. Hey, there she is smiling. She does not have braces. No braces.
So it's like a style choice.
Either they pulled them off.
Fashion braces.
Yeah.
This is September 2017, so either they've already come off. Nope, another one with no braces. Fuck this. I'm out. Next movie.
So kind of side story. I was in Portland last week visiting my mom.
Sure thing.
And we went to the Portland Art Museum because they had a Studio Leica exhibit. Leica is based out of Hillsboro, which is right outside of Portland.
Of course.
So it was super cool. They had like a wall of all of their faces and just like crazy set pieces and cool stuff like that. So I rewatched Kubo and the Two Strings and Paranorman this weekend, which both are fantastic films. And it was even cooler watching it after, seeing videos on how all of the puppets are made and getting to see the actual things. It was super cool.
I wasn't miserable watching Kubo, so that's a pretty good review for me.
Yeah.
I think they should put that on the box.
Yeah, I wasn't miserable watching this.
I watched Stakeland 2, which is a pretty good zombie movie. Not zombie, vampire movie. Which is a sequel to another pretty good vampire movie.
Stakeland was pretty good.
Yeah, so it was on par with the first one for me, which is more than you can ask for with a sequel.
I didn't watch the first one.
You should.
Oh, you
It
should.
was all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
shit.
really, really should.
All right.
Yeah. Did they? Is it the same like guy?
Yes. Yep. Same two guys.
Cool.
Nice.
I like when they do that in horror movies. It's not normally a thing.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this Stakeland 2? Oh, Stakeland 2, the Stakelander. I like that.
Yeah. It's just called Stakeland 2 on Netflix. I was looking it up, after I watched it because I like to read IMDb trivia and
Right.
stupid shit like
Yeah,
that.
see all that dumb shit.
And
I get you.
realized that it had the was called the Stakelander.
The Stakelander.
I don't know how I feel about that because Stakeland is it's not campy by any means or
I-
anything like that.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about that just gets me going. Real quick, Lyle, did you happen to complete your homework?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. How was Jeepers Creepers 3?
Oh, that no,
You bastard! I knew you
I
did.
know, right?
I meant
I'm
to,
sure
I
it
meant to
was-
watch it too, but I did.
I'm sure it was wonderful.
Okay, next week, Ariel and I just watched the first Jeepers Creepers. So we can
Cool.
watch.
The
Oh,
piece of shit.
yeah, buddy.
Um,
And
there's-
then 3.
Two is a thing.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Okay. You may continue, Jacob. I'm sorry to interrupt you with.
No, I honestly I don't remember.
Okay.
Did you guys talk about Annihilation last week? I went and saw that.
Yeah,
also.
we did. Yeah. We tried to stay too far away from the spoilery stuff because Matt was here.
Okay.
Lyle, did you? No, you didn't.
Wait, did I watch what?
Annihilation.
No, I still don't know what it is.
Okay, so
I
we should,
wasn't really listening last time that you explained it, and
Okay.
now I really don't know.
so then fuck this. We're just gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Jacob. Let's
Yes.
get it. I don't want to. I would love to do a whole spoilery thing, like a spoiler cast on this. I said that last week, but what did you think of it? Just no holds barred. What did you think of Annihilation?
Oh, I thought it was great.
All right.
I saw a few movies that day, and it definitely stood out of the ones that I had seen.
multi movie day. Very nice.
Yeah, perks of working at the movie theater.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you? Okay, so in what position was this movie? Was it the last one of the day? Is it in the middle?
No, it was actually the first one.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How did you watch other movies after that?
After that, I just went and watched something totally different. We went and saw 3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri, which is also fantastic.
Man, I
You
really
should
want to
go
see
and
that.
see that.
I really want to see that. It's not around here anywhere, so I have to do that by other means. But yeah, I really, especially after last night, I do want to see that a lot.
Yeah.
How about that scene with the fucking bear?
Yeah, that was insane.
Oh my god, that was the coolest idea I've ever seen, ever.
That whole movie, my stomach was sore after from just being clenched and tightened the entire time.
Yeah, I ran into a coworker of mine when we went to go see it. He was like, "Hey, what are you seeing?" And Annihilation. He's like, "Oh shit, me too." And then on Monday showed up and he's like, "Hey, I got a question for you. What the fuck happened in that movie?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know." Yeah, it was nuts. It was very heady stuff, on Christopher Nolan level. I guess it's not even Christopher Nolan level anymore. It's fucking Alex Garland level.
Yeah.
But yeah, how'd you feel about the ending? Just being super weird and obtuse.
I wouldn't have expected anything else after experiencing that movie. I think it would have felt weird if there was a straightforward and it ended and this is how it ended. And
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate that it was hate's not a good word, but I wasn't upset by the fact that it was this weird thing. It seemed out of place, the whole last scene with the almost choreographed dance thing. People who haven't seen this this sounds super fucking weird, extra weird, but it just seemed a little weird to have this amorphous blob thing do
Mimicking
that.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I didn't quite understand the end and then what about the fucking tattoo, man?
Okay, yeah, that's the one thing that bugged me also. I'm currently reading the first book. I don't know if it touches on, if that was a nod to people who have read the trilogy or something like that. But I first noticed it on Natalie Portman, and then I noticed it on the dude who stomach they cut open, which that scene was
Yeah.
wild in
Mhm.
and of itself.
Uh-huh.
But when he's, all moldy or whatever on the wall, he's
Oh.
got the tattoo. And at that point I was like, oh shit. But then I feel like I saw it on one other person also.
It was on Gina Rodriguez. Is that her name? Gina?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And like they make a point of it when Portman is in like the room being talked to.
Mhm.
Like she talks
Are
about
you
it.
guys talking about
Yes,
fucking...
we are. Yes, we are.
Okay,
Matt.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Something okay, bye, Matt. So she looks at it and she talks about it, and then like when she's in there, there's like she's got the bruise on her arm, and
Yeah.
then she's oh, it's a bruise. I must have hit something. And like the lady she's talking to, I'm terrible with their names. She like makes this face like she knows, but nobody ever says anything. And then there's like a confrontation in the tower with Gina Rodriguez's character and Natalie Portman, and you can clearly see it on her arm.
Yeah, and then I thought like, oh, maybe they all got the tattoo when they went into Area X or whatever it's called, the
Uh-huh.
shimmer.
Yeah.
But the girl who had the plants, the girl
Yeah,
after the bear scene, she didn't have it. So that's like that threw me off more than if she would have had it. I wouldn't have thought anything of the tattoo because I would have assumed that they all got it together or something like that.
Yeah, I would just take it to mean that like it doesn't like assimilate with everyone the same, obviously, but like nobody mentioned it. Nobody said anything to it except when Natalie Portman was outside. She's like, something about infinity or whatever, and she like looks down at it and she like rubs it.
Yeah.
Like so she like they know it's there. It's not invisible. Why was nobody like, hey, where the fuck did you get the same thing from? Like it was all their first time in there.
Yeah.
And because the guy from the previous time already had it, like all of these people would be like, where the fuck did this come from and why is it on? I don't know, man. That was cool though. I really want to watch it again.
Yeah, me too.
Matt and Lyle are bitching about the fact that we're talking about it, so we should move on.
Oh, are they? Okay, that's fine. They both drop.
Yeah. What else? Anything significant?
I don't think so. Oh, I have more homework for everyone also.
Hell
Since
yeah.
I didn't watch it last week, and I also didn't talk about it on the podcast last time I was on. In my never-ending search for finding horror movies on Netflix and Hulu, I came across a horror movie called Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Like
Mhm.
the worst Saw ripoff ever. It features Dave Mustaine of Megadeth fame
Yes.
as whatever you want to call the killer.
As
but we
washed
should
up
definitely-
rocker.
I'll watch that and we can talk about it next week.
I'm down for that idea. I forgot that you mentioned that last time.
Yeah. When an all-girl rock and roll band is captured by an evil genius, the members must do anything it takes to stay alive.
Ooh.
Man.
Oh my god!
You know what? I don't know if I can wait. Let's just stop doing this right now so we can all...
And it's going to be an audio version of this movie from here on out. So here goes.
All right.
Man, speaking of that, real quick, who in this room has seen Green Room?
I
I
have.
have.
That movie's
Is
awesome.
that the one with Patrick Stewart?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a good movie.
Holy shit. That just reminded the band thing, but
Yeah,
fuck, that was a good
yeah.
movie. And then last night at the Oscars, there was like doing some sort of tribute video, and somebody said like, "In good things never die," and they showed Anton Yelchin on screen. And I was like, "Fuck you guys, you're dicks, you're dicks and penises." So yeah, that was the thing that happened. Hey Matt,
What's that?
welcome. How you doing?
Just fucking peachy.
Just fucking peachy after a great. I'm sure it was a great day of work.
Oh, it was
always
just
is.
fantastic.
Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. What did you partake in this week? Anything of note for you?
A lot
Okay.
of some heavily modded Fallout 4. I also purchased and played some Into the Breach. Very tough, I should say. I got my ass kicked.
Sure.
It's like chess with giant robots and kaiju, but you know where the monsters are going to be and what they're going to be attacking. So you got to be like, how the fuck do I stop them from getting there? And then you can't figure it out, or you've got to plan like 6 moves in advance and do it perfectly, and it's just drives me nuts. But it's so good
Yeah,
when it actually works.
that game's really cool and really weird because it's like a square grid, and your job with like your 3 tanks is to like protect the buildings, and then like these bugs show up. And you can see where they're going to attack the move before they do it. Like, you see exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. And it still fucking sucks. Like, you have attacks that, like, bump them off the spot. And that's, like, the most fun thing in the world. Because you can, like, bump one into another one. And, like, that one falls in the water and dies. And then, like...
Or you bump into the one that's about to emerge. And then the one that's about to emerge just dies. And usually the other one will die. And it, like, there's a lot of depth to it. But it's also just... fucking frustrating as shit if something doesn't work the way you want it to.
I think it's more frustrating because you know exactly what's going to happen.
That's a good point. Yeah,
You're
it's like well,
like okay.
2 moves in advance is like, God damn it, I just lost this map.
Yeah,
there's nothing I can do about it.
All right, and then permadeath, it's all over. You restart, and it feels fucking great. It feels super good. It's like XCOM, except everything's 100%, and you still lose.
That is perfect description right there. It's not a game I'm going to sit down and play for hours on end, but for 30 minutes or so in between other shit, I will definitely pop on.
I just want to say this out loud so that the gods can hear it. Perfect Switch game. Just going to throw that.
Very perfect Switch game.
Put that out there. We'll see what happens.
I actually looked for it on the Switch, and I was severely disappointed that it wasn't on the Switch, because that's like the perfect right before bed game. Get your brain moving a little bit.
Yeah. I bet you it makes it there, especially if it takes off.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Because, I mean, FTL went everywhere. FTL's on, like, Windows phones. Like, come on.
FTL was amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is. What else did you get down to play?
Oh, lots of fucking Overwatch competitive bullshit that I don't want to get into at the moment because it's bullshit. But
okay.
Did a little Final Fantasy 15 on the PC, the demo version.
I saw that.
And I just bought it because I hate it. It's amazing and so fluid and smooth and beautiful and perfect. Like, it literally plays like an entirely different game in my book because it's so freaking smooth. So the PlayStation version was janky, and I played 120 hours of the PlayStation version.
Yeah, it was very, very screwed up.
Yeah, but I also, because I was like, I haven't played through it again since I beat it in the first month, and they've added a lot of story shit, of extra bosses and all kinds of shit. So I was like, okay, perfect time to actually jump back in it when it's coming out like this. So
we kind of like sped past it, but you said heavily modded Fallout 4. What kind of stuff are you talking?
I go super hardcore into the survival aspect of it.
Okay.
So anything that, headshots will kill me, but they'll also kill my enemies, that kind of shit,
Right.
And then I got one, holy shit, I can't believe, I wish this would have been how settlements worked in the first place. This guy wrote basically SimCity for Fallout 4. You put down zones, and your settlers will build their own shit.
Awesome.
And it's fucking fantastic.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and then he added the ability too, where you just pick a settlement leader, and they will literally build the entire settlement, and you come back, and there's a fucking city right there, and it's like, yes, collect my taxes and move on.
So that seems really useful and like kind of adds like a new element to the game. But you know what game has great mods that don't really add anything to the game? Kingdom Come Deliverance, dude. Did we talk about these mods yet?
I don't think so. But
let me introduce you to
Captain Bernard is the best thing ever.
Yeah, inclusive Captain Bernard. So that way your game is a little more diversified. They add
because
a black character.
14th century Bohemia at the Czech Republic has so many black guys.
But they have that one. They have the one where you can turn everybody's face into your main character's face.
Henry's.
Which is fucking great. They just added lightsabers, which is hilarious. And they even have like the new one with the like great sword lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Sounds dumb as shit.
No, they're all so good, and like none of them add really anything
Oh,
important.
I believe it. Except for the save one.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
save,
save
one's
one
great.
was a fucking lifesaver because screw that save system.
Yeah, it got me like an hour into the game, and then I haven't picked it up again. I'll get there. Don't worry. Everything
Yeah,
else.
just, and then you're gonna drop it as soon as you hit the monastery, and then pick it up later.
Ugh.
No, I'm
Have
just
you
gonna.
finish it, Lyle.
We'll
Huh?
get what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, I finished it, dude. I finished it, and I kind of brute forced my way through it and tried to hide the guy in the garden. But then when I was looking for a shovel to bury the guy, all the monks started coming out. So I was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm out." And then I got out the front, I got out the door, and I heard someone behind me go, "Oh my god, he's dead!"
Did you finish the game yet?
Did I finish the game? No, I got out of there, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Like I just never. I
That's
couldn't get
probably
back
a
into
good
it.
thing. You can wait until the actual ending to the game comes out and then finish it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Lord of the Rings when I first watched the movies because I had never read the books at that point.
Mhm.
And my mom, I remember this like very vividly because I was like 9 years old at the point, or 9 or 10, something like that. My mom and I just look at each other and then look at my stepdad like, "That's it?" And he's like, "You realize this is a trilogy, right?" And I was like, "No."
Oh.
Like it just ends when they're about to go into Mordor, and it's like this way. It's like it just ends, and it's like fuck this.
Oh.
So it's like the second Matrix movie, is what you're telling me.
I have never seen the second Matrix movie.
Lucky.
I'm torn. I want to tell you that you probably should check it out, but like at the same time, just let the first one be the Matrix, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I wasn't too fond of the first one either.
Fuck you. Get out of here. Oh, shit. You're dead to me.
I haven't watched the other ones.
Actually, real quick before we move on and kick you out of the podcast, can we just briefly touch on this fucking Half-Life pack for Final Fantasy?
I am so excited.
What the fuck is this dumb shit, and why is it a thing?
It has a crowbar in it. I am so
You get a
excited.
fucking crowbar, you get the suit, you get scientist glasses, quote unquote. What the fuck?
Haha,
This
you
is-
never get a Half-Life 3.
Let's just
There better be some like head crab motherfuckers in there just hidden around where some enemies are just gonna have head crabs attached to them that you go whack with a crowbar. I don't know. It's stupid as fuck. but
this
it's
is the
awesome.
most retarded crossover I've ever seen.
It's absolutely stupid, but it's awesome.
Whatever, man. I just that for some reason that rubs me the wrong way. I don't know.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do next? Cross Disney and Final Fantasy?
Probably.
I think Jacob would probably have something to say about
I have
that.
no problem with that.
Moving
Did you
on.
guys see that Pro ZD video that I
Nope.
put in the Discord?
Didn't. I avoided
You
it.
should,
No,
you
I'm
should
kidding.
watch it.
That was
It's,
okay. That was all right.
pretty funny.
That was like the good Kingdom Hearts, you know. Matt, what else?
Really nothing else.
All right.
Just shit to fall out.
On the
How
topic
about
of
Shovel Knight on the Switch?
Hey, that game's good.
Yeah, I beat it on the DS.
Then you made a
and then-
mistake.
Well, I beat it on the DS when it first came out.
Okay.
And I've been contemplating I was going to buy it on PC, but then I was like, oh wait, I have a Switch now. I can just buy it on there.
My
So
problem
I'm
with
excited
the
to get to play the Plague Knight and the whatever the other.
Yeah,
game
the additional.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My only problem with that version is like it's like $10 or $20 more expensive than everything else.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. That problem plagues several Switch games though, so it's not like necessarily a knock against whoever made Shovel Knight, but this week for me, I broke a game.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, I completely fucking broke a game. So Metal Gear Survive, right? Metal Gear Survive is a game that I've played way too much of.
I've heard of it.
I have the most conflicting feelings about this game. And on one hand, I played roughly 50 hours of it. On the other hand, I recommend
Holy
that
shit.
nobody play 5 minutes of this game. I saw the ending. I beat the game. I took down I used Sahelanthropus' head and I took down the Lord of Dust, and it felt great. The final battle against all the fucking Wanderers is like so many people on screen. It was actually kind of impressive. To do this, however, I used a little program called Cheat Engine. And if you're not aware of what Cheat Engine is, it allows you to essentially tweak the mathematical shit inside of any game. So what I did is my health never dropped below a certain number, my stamina never dropped below a certain number, my thirst never dropped below a certain number, and I beat the game. Thankfully. I know.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am. You know what, Lyle? Fuck you. I'm not a wiener. I am a wiener, but I'm not a wiener.
How embarrassing.
Because if I hadn't fucking cheated, this game with Cheat Engine allowed me to see 90% more than I would have seen otherwise. Because I would have given up. Even with invincibility and like like no degradation on my weapons and everything, I still almost quit this game like 5 fucking times.
So do you still have your old like Game Genie and Game Shark?
No, I just use emulators. It fixes everything for me. So I cheated. I beat the game. I got to the end game, right? I thought the story was fine. I'm like, okay, the end game, I get it. You're going to be recruiting people to your base. You're going to be doing all this shit. Well, they have these unique monsters that show up. They're like big fucking bosses. And it's funny because like I fought 2 of them so far. And they're already like more boss than Metal Gear Solid 5 had, period. Which is fucking weird and kind of cool. So the first one was like this big 4-legged thing that had like a huge mouth. It's called the Big Mouth. And you fight it like Monster Hunter style.
That's very original.
Yeah, it is. It is. all of what I just said is. But like you fight it Monster Hunter style. So like you're fucking dodge rolling out of the way and chipping away at it. And it's like visually taking damage. At one point I like broke its arm and it like ripped it off with its teeth and like ate it. And then like later it regrew another arm, but it like used his own arm to like confer some strength. So that was cool.
That's pretty metal.
It took me like fucking 30 minutes to beat that thing, and if I was playing regularly, like there's no way in fucking hell that would happen.
Imagine what like normal people go through.
No one's ever gonna see that shit. Like I'm telling you, the only way to actually play this game is to cheat. Because this game is fucking so
like the average
fucking annoying,
hardworking gamer,
so tedious that like the average hardworking gamer spent $40 on a game that they're gonna return, right, Matt? Yes. So the only way to enjoy this game is to cheat your fucking ass off. Anyway, last thing I'll say, the second beast boss thing, well, you can just talk, you don't have to type it out. The second thing is it's like a giant...
I don't want to rip you up too bad, dude. Like, should we really talk about how I'm like worried about people losing respect for you based on your cheating habits?
No, that's fine. You know what? There's a video on my Twitch channel about me fucking cheating and how it makes
I hope
it makes the experience so much fucking better. Like 110%. And I found out that there's no like anti-cheat thing, so like you can go into like quote unquote the co-op, which I was just playing by myself, but it like gets you the online rewards, which are like super rare or whatever. Yeah, no, I just had invincible fucking shit and it was fine. Anyway, shut up.
Probably beat XCOM now.
I
just cheat through it.
XCOM is a much better game than this game.
Yes, it is.
XCOM deserves to be played the way it's built. This game does not deserve to be played the way it's built.
I bet Jordan would get through more WoW if he had cheats.
Maybe. You might be right. Just get me to the fucking end. And that game is also still bad. Cheats will not save that game. Anyway, the last monster, a fucking flying squid. Okay? In this game where you're supposed to have fucking melee weapons and spears and hammers, how the fuck are you going to beat a flying squid?
You build guns, obviously.
I built guns. Damn. I built unlimited numbers of guns. You can only take so much ammo with you. I used all my ammo. That thing took like 10% damage. I fought that thing for fucking an hour. Didn't kill it. Fucking walked away. I was like, you know what? I'll come back to it later. This is where the game broke. That thing's never come back. I can't get back to it. It's fine. It's done. It's done. I've washed my hands of this game and my cheating ways. Lyle, you're welcome.
God, how are you going to carry the shame?
It's going to be sitting in your Steam library for
That's fine.
forever.
Every
with
time
you
50
look at
hours
it-
played.
I can remove it. I can. You just send them an email and they remove it from your Steam library. It's fine. I've done this with like 100 games now. I'm slowly getting rid of all this shit. I just have achievements that I never would have got before because they're fucking
my
impossible.
God.
Anyway, final summation: don't play this game. Spend your $40 on something else, like I don't know, Vermintide 2. That's coming out.
Hey, Jordan, guess what I just bought?
Yeah, buddy.
It's preloading currently right now.
You want to play the beta instead of this show?
Well, if since suddenly, because throttling my
fucking
internet to hell and back,
suddenly.
it's
God
not going
damn
to
it.
be done for an hour and 7 minutes.
All right, fine. Anyway, that's Metal Gear Survive. That's
So you guys keep talking about
Fuck
Vermintide?
Konami.
yes.
I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
It's
Um,
Warhammer. You chop shit up, and it's like what's
Left
it
4 Dead.
called? The zombie game, Left 4
Left 4
Dead. Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw a Let's Play of this where you're just like getting attacked by rats, but I wasn't
Yep.
sure if I didn't want to assume just because the game was called Vermintide, it happened to be that one game I saw where people were fighting.
Yeah,
giant
where they're
rat men.
fighting giant vermin. Yes. Yeah.
The Skaven. Come on,
Skaven.
people.
But vermin. It's not called Skaventide. Damn.
That's
no,
a
it's
good name. I like that. Skaven.
Vermintide 2, Skaventide. Patent it right now. No, it's literally like Left 4 Dead with improvements. It's not the
I
same
like Left 4
shit.
Dead.
Yeah, there's really cool stuff. So like the fire lady that I like to use, she's got this staff and it like shoots fire and stuff, right? So it has a couple different attacks and like it overheats and you can, feather the fucking cooldown thing and do some cool shit with it as far as like attacks go. Like it really works into some of that stuff. There's like a bow and arrow thing, there's close quarters, all this sort of stuff. So it has like different classes, whereas like Left 4 Dead never had that. But
Right, just the different guns.
yeah, and even the different guns were like the same fucking thing, right? So it's got a lot of that going for it. It's really fucking cool. It's got like a decent level of strategy to it. So yeah, you should pick that up, and then me, you, and Matt, and then Lyle can go fuck himself. And
What's the matter, Jordan? What's really going on?
I'm spurned. I'm spurned.
You know what? I would play with you guys, but I don't cheat. So
Hey, Lyle, you can play with me because I'm not
cool,
good.
man. Right on. So me and you and Jacob can play,
Yep.
and Jordan can go fuck himself.
Turn around quickly. I should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try it on yourself. It's
Fine.
literally $26 on Steam. Go fucking buy it.
Exactly. That's a fucking damn good deal. Okay, so speaking of games I didn't cheat at, fuckers. So
There's got to be some out there, right?
yeah, exactly. Mostly anything that isn't Metal Gear Survive. Let's be honest.
Okay.
On Monday, I went up to Flagstaff and I saw a music show. I saw Census Fail play for the first time in my life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a damn good show, and it was like the CD release party for like their new album, and actually got to meet Buddy and his wife and their child was there, and so like a lot of this album is about how she almost died in childbirth, so that was like a really cool thing.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking heady stuff.
How's the album? I don't
It's-
think I've listened to Census Fail since high school, probably.
It's really good. Like I think all their albums are really good. The last one they put out was like a lot harder stuff. Like this kind of dials it back to like the mellow hardcore like middle ground that they've had like semi recently. It's fucking depressing. Like it's all straight up like emo depressing shit. So be prepared for that. But that was a cool show. So that was kind of a spur of the moment thing. They did a show in Flagstaff to like kick off their tour because like Buddy just moved to Flagstaff.
Nice.
And they've never played there before, so that was pretty cool.
Who else played?
It was them in a band from Phoenix called Sundressed.
Huh.
It was just the two.
Was
They're
it good?
they were okay. They remind me a lot of Tiny Moving Parts.
Okay.
And so it's really funny. I was like, we were listening to them on the way there in the car, and I was like, man, these guys really sound like Tiny Moving Parts and like a little bit of Modern Baseball, right? The fucking band gets up there and the singer's wearing a Tiny Moving Parts sweater. I was like,
Right.
I was like, yeah, okay, spot on, good. So that was cool. Like I talked to those guys because they were like running their merch booth while Census Fail was setting up, and I was like, yeah, good show, guys. Like, how long you been playing and all this stuff. So got to talk to those guys. They're really cool dudes. Not that I'm trying to sell shit for them or whatever, but they didn't take any CDs with them. They like ran out or something, and I was like, oh, I totally would have bought a CD if you had one.
Yeah.
Sorry. But no, I'm actually kind of bummed because the tour that Census Fail is going on, they're playing with Reggie and the Full Effect and Have Mercy, which are two other bands that I like.
Yeah.
But they were not there. So, fuck.
Damn.
Missed it by one day. But anyway, the whole moral of this story is it got me thinking to like video game soundtracks. And I was like, okay, I'm going to play some stuff that Census Fail's been on the soundtrack for to like tie this in, right? Well, I don't own a copy of Rock Band 3, so that's out the fucking window. But what I do own is a copy of Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I played a decent chunk of that. For those that don't know, that's probably the last good Tony Hawk game. And it's the one that had bikes in it, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So you're in like this pseudo open world, like LA. It's, it's Tony Hawk, his old Tony Hawk shit. One of the first things you have to do is like grind a rope and then kickflip over a fucking movie star. So, it had that shit. The like fucking, I don't even know what you'd call that aesthetic with like the graffiti and like the weird like stitched images. It's, you know it when you see it, I guess. So that was like a nice throwback. And then, so Census Fail does a cover of Institutionalized by Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh yeah,
that's their claim to fame on that soundtrack there. So I didn't spend like a ton of time with it. I spent like a few hours, and it was just fun getting back into it and like doing fucking crazy tricks and lines and stuff. I thought it was super funny how, and I guess all these games did it, where like you go into the story mode and it's like all these characters telling you like how to ollie and how to grind and how to manual. Like you'd never done this shit before, and like those games were so fucking huge back in the day that like everybody knows how to do that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so like the last other thing I did tangentially related, I booted up Forza 7 because I'm doing some research to buy a car.
Right. Well, how
like,
else are you gonna buy a car?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, like the car that I'm like looking at or whatever is in Forza 7. So like I just got into it and I put it in first person and I just look around and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like, what does this sound like? And like, all right, it runs a little loud. That's okay. It's got some ass in the engine. Like, that's cool. So, took it around the track a few times. I was like, okay, maybe I should just go drive the thing in real life. Right. But, it was cool to like open it up, like virtually.
Yeah.
Not that that's like the only metric I'll use, but it was like kind of a cool thing. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
The car that I own now has been in games for fucking years, and that's always kind of like a cool feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, check it out, see what's up. And then in 5 years, when I can afford it, here you go. But that's really all that I did. I didn't watch anything of like particular note. I played a little bit of Payday 2 for Switch. How is it? I still like that game a whole fucking lot.
It's cool on Switch too, huh?
It's cool. It's
got to be different.
It's really not.
Really?
The general problem I have is that since its release, Payday 2 came out in fucking 2013. The controller feel, the thumbstick feel of that game has never felt right. Ever. Right. Not with a controller on PC, not on PS4, and definitely not here on Switch. So that's it's a little unwieldy. I find myself like swinging around wildly and like missing shots, but it's got a pretty generous like auto aim. So like you tap the trigger if you're close and it'll like snap to the guy, because there's no competitive element. It's going to make it easy for you, Right. So like there was definitely some of that, and in handheld mode it runs pretty chunky. But in the dock I didn't have any problems with it. I actually got into a few online games. That was something I didn't imagine was going to happen.
Yeah, I thought there wasn't going to be an online.
Oh, there is.
Sure.
I'm just sure that it's going to be fucking nobody playing.
Well, there's that aspect of it, and then every single time I've ever had anything Nintendo connected to the internet, it's never been a great connection.
Huh. I think the Switch is actually remarkably good at that.
Is it?
I play Rocket League like on a regular basis online. Obviously online you can't do anything else really. And it holds up. Like, I guess it depends on the strength of your network or whatever, but
I feel like that's also not like super demanding either.
I mean, it's got to be on point. Like things are happening very fast in that game. Like you have to be like it's like a fighting game. I would liken it to,
Right.
Yeah.
like if any lag is in there, you're fucked. And,
Well, not with me, because everything I do is like just me mashing buttons, basically. So
sure, I've seen you play Overwatch, but I mean,
exactly.
you do pretty well nowadays. It's okay. So yeah, that was. I should hopefully be able to talk about that more a little later. But
Ooh, the other day we were talking about it, and this is something that I thought Jordan right away. I started playing Doomfist every time in skirmish because he's just so much fucking fun. Like, I'm dog shit as him, but I feel like I want to get better because he's just so fucking fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
he
look, there's
really
a
is.
Ryan with his shield up. That's not a problem for
Fuck
me.
you, bitch.
Yeah, just pick him up and throw him off of a ledge or whatever.
Yeah,
Knock him back behind his team.
I also wish that I could be halfway decent as Doomfist.
For sure.
even passable, like,
I feel about literally every character.
oh, that person looks like an adult.
Says the motherfucker that hit gold for the second season in a row.
I don't even want to talk about it, dude. I'm pissed, honestly. Like, I try.
Good,
I-
because then you can play with Kendra and I, so when we win, our SR goes up more, so we can get back into silver. Well, Kendra's in silver and working your fucking way up, but I got shafted.
Fuck.
So I discovered that the easiest way for me to get the loot boxes weekly is to go into the Chateau Deathmatch. Because if I play Junkrat in the Chateau Deathmatch, I guarantee I'm going to get first or second place every time.
Really?
Yep, every single time. And I can't play it with any other character. And normally on any other map, I'm not good as Junkrat. So it's
Well,
just
good.
a
Stay the
really
fuck away
weird.
from my main.
You got it, dude.
Oh.
Hey, 1v1 me, bro.
Oh shit.
Just kidding. Like
I
that
was-
would go really poorly.
No, I'm trash. It's okay.
I thought,
Okay.
thought shit just got real there for a second. I was pretty excited.
Nope. No.
Fine.
I think that might be why I placed so low on my placements also because I was
Oh, yeah,
forced to
okay,
play
sure.
healer because I was forced to play healer because nobody wanted to switch when they're like, hey, can we get another healer? And I'm not going to be that dickhole that's like, no, fuck you. I'm playing defense no matter what. So I was like, yeah, I'll...
Man,
So I
I
played a lot
didn't
of
think the
Moira.
excuses were going to come out this fucking quick.
I've got
Oh, I'm
tons
saying
of them.
I could have placed diamond if I've really tried.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. All right, man.
I could have placed top 10.
Grandmaster, what's that? I'll go
Yeah.
higher than that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. It's Jacob tier, new thing. It's happening.
Ultra Master. Yep.
Ultra Sensei. That's all I have for my week. Anyone want to talk about the Oscars right quick?
Well, before that, I just want to. I'm sure
Fucking
you guys haven't.
damn
but have you guys watched Ravenous yet? It was a movie I was going to watch today, but ended up playing Overwatch instead.
No.
It says Netflix original, but I think it's just one of those movies that Netflix
Picked
picked
up.
up and
Oh,
then
like
said
everything
it was
they
an
do.
original.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it looks like I think it's French. I'm not 100%
French
positive.
Canadian, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty sweet zombie movie. So I think I'm gonna check
Yeah.
that out.
I
I'll
have
let you
not.
guys know how it is next week.
Okay.
88% on Rotten Tomatoes, not bad for a zombie flick.
Oh
not
shit,
bad.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad for a horror movie in general. Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
that Veronica movie had like a 92%, and it definitely
It
doesn't.
was like
deserve
reviewed
that
by like
much.
2 people.
Yeah.
I guess to make 92, it'd have to be reviewed by a certain number. Well, they probably paid people. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, Oscars.
Oscars. Hey, anybody have any thoughts about that shit?
Shape of water. Woo!
Shape of
Yeah,
Water.
Del Toro finally winning something.
I was actually surprised.
So was I.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did it beat out?
Dunkirk,
Dunkirk,
Billboards, Outside,
Billboards.
whatever the fuck that was called. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Fuck, what
the
else
fuck?
was there?
Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
Cool, bunch of shit I didn't watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Get Out, which I was hoping was going to win.
That's what I
Um,
thought was going to win, quite honestly. I thought that was going to get Best Picture and Del Toro would pick up Best Director, but
Yeah.
I was surprised. At
Oh,
least he
man.
got
Now I'm conflicted.
Best Screenwriting. Or
Yeah.
Screenplay, excuse
did
me.
the picture of Keegan Michael Key watching Jordan Peele receive his Oscar was one of the most like genuinely heartwarming
Right?
moments I've
Yep.
witnessed in a long time. It's so cool, like seeing people on TV who, like, you know, they're all acting, so you don't know if they're actually like friends or not. They could have just had a platonic work relationship on Key and Peele, and just,
Yeah, like
been
they signed
acting
into a
like best
contract. Yeah,
yeah. But the fact that he was, they're like genuinely best friends, and he was super excited for him to win was like,
Yeah.
it was so heartfelt.
Awesome.
I
It was
have this
so
fucking
cool.
stupid smile on my face every time I see it.
yeah, yeah. It was really good, and that's a heck of a screenplay. So I'm happy that he won for that.
I
Yeah.
still haven't seen that.
Really?
It's on HBO
Yeah.
now. Go.
Is
No.
it? I
Yeah.
think I might pick it up then and watch it this weekend. I've been meaning to. I just keep on forgetting that it's there.
Yeah,
Because like every other movie I want to watch. So
it's a hell of a good movie for sure.
Yeah.
cool.
It's not the most unpredictable thing, but that's that doesn't really matter.
If it's a
Yeah.
good movie, it's
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Um,
I was super fucking excited that Deakins finally got his award after his 13th nomination, because his movies are the ones that always stick with me the most.
yeah, I was
In
I was a little surprised. Like I know we talked about it, just didn't hit for me. But I mean the cinematography was good. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it just wasn't my leader. But I'm not gonna complain. Like he does good work. His past movies have been really good. Roger Deakins, for the people who don't know, was cinematographer of Blade Runner 2049. They kept saying 2049, and that really upset me.
Right? Like,
just-
no,
Come
don't
on,
do that.
just it's 2049.
I think it was the year of the genre film, because that was the first Best Picture to be won by a fantasy genre film in 14 years since
Yeah.
Return of the fucking King, which
I believe
won
it.
all the Oscars.
Yeah, that was definitely fucking ahead of its time. And like, yeah, you don't see a horror movie in that spotlight,
Yeah,
as another
right?
thing, like for sure.
Mhm.
What the fuck else? Real quick, I wanted to see what Deakins had on his plate there. Oh yeah, okay, so what the fuck? What's the Emily Blunt movie?
The one that's coming out?
No,
Quiet Place?
the previous one, the one with
Sicario.
yeah, Sicario. He did that one too, right?
Yep.
Okay, I know he
Sicario, No Country for Old Men, Shawshank Redemption, Skyfall. Skyfall was fucking
Okay.
gorgeous.
Skyfall
Oh
was
my
pretty
God.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of stuff.
He,
Fargo.
he unfortunately did Hail Caesar, and that was no good.
Yeah.
I have not watched that one. It
Unfortunately.
didn't look too good at all.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed.
I
but
think
yeah,
that was
he's
one
worked
of the last movies I rented from Hastings.
Oh shit!
Boo.
Gotta bring that up, don't you?
Yeah.
I
Every
pass,
chance I get, I got to bring up the glory days.
I pass by that building all the time, and there's still nothing there. It's like I think a bum sleep inside of it and
Probably.
poop on the floor. I don't know. Part of me just wants to go inside, see what's up.
Stay there, get squatters' rights, and then open up a pseudo S, like a Hastings
It's
clone.
just my
in the same
collection on
building.
a shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be $5.99 to rent for one day. Thank you. Oh fuck, that's gouging. I don't have anything else of like particular note from the Oscars. It was cool to see Del Toro win a directing nod. I wasn't surprised that Gary Oldman won Best Actor.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You put a prosthetic fucking second chin on somebody, they're gonna win something.
Prosthetic jowls.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys probably don't care, but I was pretty excited that Coco won Best Animated Feature.
That was pretty nice.
I
It
haven't
wasn't
seen
up.
it yet, but
It wasn't up against anything super breathtaking, but
What else was there?
the
what
Boss Baby.
Yeah, what
Oh,
like that
God.
fucking shook me to the core. I thought that movie was
Yeah.
like shit, dude. Like,
I
The,
figured it. What was that anime one that everybody was talking about?
dude, not
Your
nominated.
Name or whatever. Like people are saying, like this is the next Ghibli bullshit. And I was like, I figured that
you
would
didn't
have
like Your Name? Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it yet because it's not on fucking digital, and I don't want to buy the fucking Blu-ray.
Oh.
So funniest thing of the whole night, it had me in fucking stitches. I didn't know this beforehand. Christopher Plummer nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a role he filmed in like 2 fucking weeks after they ousted Kevin Spacey from that movie. That had me fucking rolling, dude. And I built this thing in my head like immediately, like, oh, it'd be so fucking cool if like he won and then thanked Kevin Spacey for being a shithead.
That would have been perfect. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
no, that would have been super cool, but it didn't actually turn out that way. So, Yeah. But what else? What else about the Oscars? Anyone have anything? No.
Not really. I'm surprised Phantom Thread won costume design,
Uh-huh.
especially would you not consider the monster from Shape of Water to be a costume?
Right? Yeah. 'cause
yeah.
that was all Doug Jones there, like wearing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Well, I'm sure some of it was CG, but
Yeah.
it's still a dude in a fish suit having pretend fish sex. I mean, goddamn.
There was nothing pretend about that. Also, spoilers. What the fuck? Oh, was it sound editing? I was real disappointed that Baby Driver did not get sound editing
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about
because that was fucking fantastic, man.
Even film editing, honestly, I
It
didn't
was good.
see Dunkirk, but I'm just gonna assume that Baby Driver or Shape of Water, honestly.
in the film editing category, I definitely would have given it to Dunkirk for sure.
Really?
But the way that the sound and the music was edited in Baby Driver, like that.
Yeah.
That one scene where isn't that the opening scene where he's like going down the street and
Yeah.
the lyrics to the songs
Uh-huh.
are on random signs and shit?
Yeah.
It's fucking perfect.
It's
Oh
fucking
my God.
jamming along, and then they have the gunfight to
Yeah.
Tequila, and it like matches the
Yeah.
notes. And
I
dude,
love that.
that movie's so fucking good, man. Jesus. All right. If we don't have anything else for that, let's hop into some news real quick. Nothing much happened. I don't know if anyone else has been paying attention, but like shit's been pretty weak. I did see today that Black Mirror season 5 was officially ordered, so we can all rejoice in that. And then like if you're like me, you can go finish season 4 at some point. That'd be great.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that it's, not something I have time for right now.
This season has some really good episodes, but also some not so great episodes.
I just didn't like the last episode. Everything else was good to me.
So I liked it's hard to talk about without spoiling it because it is kind of a weird episode. I liked it, but I also didn't like other aspects of it.
Yeah.
I really want to get there to see what the fuck you're talking about.
It had its moments for sure. Anyways, Hero 27, like all that stuff, we didn't talk about that.
So I was gonna ask,
Oh, yeah.
did anyone play Hero 27? Brigitte?
Brigitte.
Brigitte?
Yes.
Is it not Brigitte?
No,
It's
that's what it
Brigitte. It's
Yeah.
the German pronunciation, apparently.
yeah.
So I'm still going to call her Bridget because I'm not saying Brigitte in the middle of a match, damn it.
Brigitte!
I'm gonna call her Briggy.
Briggy.
Briggy? There you go. Briggy.
Yo,
get
Briggy in the
with
back. Take out that fucking Briggy.
it. Yeah, I played a little bit on the PTR, and it was fun as fuck. It's
Yeah.
like the play style I've wanted for fucking ever, like full-on paladin, whacking people and healing them while you're whacking people.
Whacking
So,
people and healing them while you're whacking them. I like it.
Yep.
Ooh, that
when-
could be put in a different way. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It could.
Um,
It could.
When does she go up for everyone?
Who the fuck knows?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they have a set date.
It like usually
Then-
happens pretty quick though, right?
Usually within a couple of weeks, but they were making some big changes this week. So
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
imagine a week or two at least.
I read an article that had like a clickbait title that was like Hero 27 already nerfed,
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's so
Nerf,
stupid.
Because
You
she's
can't-
been out already.
right?
Yeah, you can't nerf her while you're still trying to like figure out how she works.
This shit happens
Well, were they-
everywhere though. Like
Were they talking about the damn shield bash jump? That was fucking ridiculous. Did you guys
I
see
don't
that?
know.
Yeah.
Where you can shield bash against like an object that has an incline, and she would like launch like 30 feet up into the air. And it was the funniest shit ever.
Awesome.
I think that's
Unnecessary,
just
but
good
awesome.
strategy, man. And then you come down and you're
Yeah, there's
Uh-huh.
your counter pharaoh right there.
exactly. No, that shit happens fucking everywhere.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's annoying. I'll be excited to play her. I'm not gonna re-download the PTR because I did take it off. Had some hard drive space issues that I have now solved, but I still don't want to re-download it. So, moving on. Did anyone else? I know that everyone played and loved Duke Nukem Forever, so I don't want to shit on its legacy too much. They revealed, they being one of the people who worked at 3D Realms at the time, that the 2001 version of Duke Nukem Forever was about 90% complete when that was shut down.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and like they have these files, and like they would like to release it, but they would have to strike some sort of deal with what the fuck's their name? Gearbox, because they hold the license.
Oh,
yeah,
do it.
They would
Do
like
it
to.
now.
They would like to just put this out. And I guess so. It was Frederick Schreiber, talking to Randy Pitchford on Twitter, saying, hey, we've got this. Like, let's get it going. And Randy Pitchford's like, hey, you got to talk to this motherfucker who's in charge of this shit. Like, so he's trying to do it. Who knows what'll actually happen?
That's amazing that they actually still have the files from
Oh yeah.
20 years ago.
So actually moving into
shit.
my next point here, Frederick Schreiber actually sent Devolver Digital an alpha and a beta from 1996 and 1997 of Shadow Warrior.
Oh,
And they included it. It's in the Steam files. You can just launch those.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they just put it in there for free because they released, the new Shadow Warrior remake thing. So like they've got these files and they're just trying to get them out there because, you don't want to fucking work on something for months or like years and not have anybody see it. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks real bad. So I think that'd be really cool if like that would just come out for free somewhere, like hit GitHub or something,
Yeah.
but for legal reasons, that's probably unlikely for now. Just charge them like $1. Get it out of our hands. That'd be really cool. But that, for like those who don't know, when the license transferred, that 2001 version ran on Unreal Engine, and then they were going to port it over to a new engine, but it didn't work at all, so they had to rebuild it from scratch. It's one of the reasons that game took so fucking long to come out. But yeah, in other shooter related news, Prey is teasing like Moon DLC.
ooh,
Yeah,
more Prey is always a good thing.
that was a damn fucking good game, man.
I love that. That was the only game that literally made me shit my pants recently. Not
Literally
not
made you shit your pants?
Not literally. I metaphorically shit my pants.
Let's just
Poor
roll that one back real
words on
quick.
my voice. Metaphorically.
Strike that from the
My pants.
record.
I was about
That's the
to.
only time I've ever been scared of a coffee cup. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
no, that's. Well, there
If
was
you
this,
shit
there
your
was this
pants,
one
dude,
time.
It's fine.
I was just about to say like, yeah, right there with you, but nope, never mind. Just kidding.
Never happened.
Yeah, so who knows like what they'll actually. Maybe it's an E3 thing. Maybe that's like one of the reasons Bethesda's going to E3.
Yeah, they just sent out invites like 3 months prior. I wonder if they're going to
Yeah.
announce another big one too. There's
Man.
been talk of some like Fallout, but set in space, like taking Fallout to space, literally kind of thing. So
Yeah,
there's been rumors of that for the last 2 years. I don't know if that's actually going to be substantiated or not. So
yeah, who knows? Bethesda's been killing it recently, though.
they
Yeah.
have.
I hope that they finally give Dishonored a break. They put out a few games in a few years there. That was
Mhm.
pretty quick, and not that they were bad games by any means. Like they only got better, but it's time to give it a break. Let's try something new, eh? And while you got this fucking Steam rolling, because people were so jazzed about Fallout 4, just say something and money will come in. I guarantee it.
Yep. Or give me another Doom. I'd be happy with that too.
Yeah. Oh, we already know that's coming. Well,
It better be coming.
that
That was
that and the Wolfenstein trilogy cap. They've already,
Oh, is it an actual trilogy?
yeah,
Shit.
they have said that that's intended to be a trilogy. So Mecha Hitler, here we come.
Sweet. What's this one gonna be set in the 80s? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
who the fuck? God, it's gonna be
God.
so good. That you want to talk about another good ass game? Like Bethesda's fucking put out some real bangers in the past year.
Mhm.
But speaking of things that aren't Bethesda, anyone remember H1Z1?
I do.
The battle royale game that like started this whole thing and then everybody forgot about because it sucks. That game finally left early access, and it left with a new mode called Auto Royale, where you and your 3 other partners are stuck in a car and you're just driving around like Twisted Metal style trying to shoot people, and
Oh shit.
it sounds glorious as fuck. And by glorious I mean like real bad, but I really want to check it out.
Wait, so it just left early access?
Yes.
Or
Yes,
what the fuck?
this week. And
How long has that game been in development? Like 9 years?
it hasn't been that long, but it's been at least like 4.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Yeah, no, everybody else is eating its lunch. So they're like, I don't know, fucking cars. Let's go. It's so funny because it started out, H1Z1 started out, it's like a survival game, zombies. Then it changed its, so King of the Kill happened, and that was the the Battle Royale thing. Then King of the Kill changed its name to H1Z1, and H1Z1 changed its name to Just Survive. And then there was another change in there, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, there's a shirt you can wear in the game that has like the names and they're all like crossed out, and then like at the bottom it's like the new name. It's like this nice like fourth wall breaking, like, yeah, sorry, we fucked up with our marketing sort of thing, because it got pretty bad there for a while. I'll let you guys know if that sucks like it looks like it does.
Okay.
What the fuck else? I'm missing stuff, man. Anyone have anything? There's nothing good happening.
I do not.
Yeah,
No,
not
there's
really.
nothing. The Brawlhalla developer got bought by Ubisoft. That's a thing that happened. More talk of Spyro remasters. Nobody really cares.
What?
I don't give a shit.
Nah.
Hey,
Oh, you weren't excited about the Crash Bandicoot thing either, right?
I was more excited about that. Spyro has some things going for it, but I just like that first game as a whole. Not, especially after the second one has existed, like not a good game.
Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna be fond of that one. But what is actually news? So, the director of It Follows has a new movie coming
Oh.
called Under the Silver Lake. This movie has set a premiere date of June 22nd of this year.
Yeah, I don't even care what it's about. I'm in.
No, I have no idea what it's about.
I'm
Everything I keep seeing is like screenshots of It Follows. I'm like, okay, sure. If you're trying
Whatever.
to get me excited, you've done it. Like, let's go.
Exactly.
let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, so the last stinger I forgot this was in here. The Weinstein Company dealing with some shit, right? After Head Weinstein, yeah, you know. They filed for bankruptcy. They were looking for buyers. Then they had to file for bankruptcy because nobody wanted to fucking buy. Well, somebody bought them, and it's a majority female investment group.
Oh.
That's like, all right, you're gonna file for bankruptcy. Your fucking price is super low right now. Here we go. We're good. So
Nice.
I don't know if this is the same group that's like talking about like we're gonna change the name to this, blah 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 blah. But it looks like this is a deal that is actually going to go through, unlike some of the other ones.
Oh,
I-
wow.
I always assume whenever a company like that files for bankruptcy, it's always just a ploy to, have someone with the Weinstein thing. It was like, yeah, they got to sell, and I assume someone else that was like a majority shareholder already was going to buy it and then just change the name, and it was just going to be like all the same people and shit like that. But it's cool that is not what happened.
Right. Yeah, like just turn it into like a new shell company. But yeah, this is
Yeah.
it looks like things are. I mean, obviously Weinstein was already gone, but like so many people were like, nope, fuck you, not dealing with you, we're out. Like
Yeah.
they were hemorrhaging money like real quick.
Good.
So-
Fuck them.
Here's some really unimportant news. I brought it up like a while ago that Mario was no longer a plumber, that they changed his occupation on his profile page
Yeah.
to adventure.
Uh-huh.
Well, they changed it back to plumber.
Yeah, he's a plumber again.
So
Weird.
That's
So-
exciting.
So, Smash Bros for Switch. Duh. Fucking-
Confirmed.
Fucking duh.
Yeah.
It's just it's a new Mario RPG actually, where you have to go be a plumber. You know what? Actual last bit of news here. How many of you guys, while playing a violent video game, have thought about going out and killing real humans? Anyone?
Nope.
Anyone?
Killing myself, maybe. but
Killing your
not.
okay, see, there you go. That's valid. Well, apparently people still think this is a problem. So
Not people. Don't say people.
at least one person
Person.
thinks this is a problem, and this person allegedly is going to meet with quote unquote what the fuck was the quote, people in the games industry. I don't even know what that means.
His brother.
Yeah,
Phil Fish.
his brother at ZeniMax, which doesn't fall out of line with anything else that's happened. But nobody in the games industry has heard anything about this. Nobody's been contacted by anybody about this, and even if they had, they've been trying to fight this battle for fucking decades.
It's just weird
And
of
then-
him to lie, though. You know.
Yeah, it is super weird.
Yeah, it's
Um,
super uncharacteristic.
Oh,
Mhm.
you know what? So that's it for the show. Before we get too fucking political in here.
Hey, the Swords of Ditto. Do you guys know what that is?
No idea.
Really? You should
Yeah.
look it up.
Pokemon?
It looks really cool.
The Swords of Ditto. I like it.
I'm not. Yeah, not kidding. It looks really cool.
Okay. I will do that in a moment. Jacob, you want to send us off like you always do?
Yep. Rate, review, sext.
Sext it.
Follow us on Snapchat and
I don't. We
uh,
don't
Grindr.
have a Grinder. We have Snapchat. We don't. Just
No.
just the Grinder. And then we're also on the Trump dating site. That's the thing. I'm not kidding. It's called TrumpSingles.com.
oh, not like make dating great again or anything like
Yeah,
that.
no, that's the tagline. That is literally the tagline.
Oh, really?
Uh huh. Yep. Mhm.
God, what a fucking world we live in. God damn, dude.
Yeah, so do all those things that Jacob said and let people know that you like us, and so then they can like us too. Like both physically on the internet, but also in their heart. I do want to leave with one more politically charged thing, though. Anyone in this room a fan of John Oliver? And his
I'm indifferent to John Oliver.
okay.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
He did a really fucking good thing about the NRA and NRA TV, which is a thing that exists. I recommend that everybody just Google John Oliver NRA TV and watch the 20-minute episode because
It's so good.
that shit is fucking bananas, dude. It's like literally Soviet era propaganda in America right now, right this moment. It's super fucking good. It'll have you dying laughing. I
Dang.
guarantee it. I guarantee it. This is my personal guarantee to you. And
Keep
that
John
playing.
Oliver is always good. He's funny as fuck.
he is funny as, and he knows his shit. Like
True.
he's not
So true.
stupid. Like he doesn't just make shit up. But he has his views, and I see why people are like, oh, but whatever. He's more impartial than most. So
Mhm.
so politics over. Lyle says KEEEEEE.
Cat.
Keep
Play on.
keep playing.
Keep
Oh.
playing.
Oh, keep playing.